Okay, so number 10 in our short videos on how to play note and tuning. Hopefully you've now got your technique correct with the slide on your third finger. If you haven't, go back to the previous video and make sure you've practiced that. So you should now be able to comfortably do this or this, and it's sound in tune. Remember, in tune is really important. It's got to sound as though you're fretting it, but you're using the slide. So if your technique isn't right, please go back and revise that. So now let's just enhance that a little bit before we put it into the 12-bar blues. From 3 to 5, I'm suggesting that you put the slide over strings 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 and 1, because obviously it's long enough to do that. But you're not actually strumming over 2 and 1. You're really aiming to strum over 6, 5, 4, and 3. Okay? And take the strum through those 4 strings from sliding from 3 to 5. So you get that sound. Okay, now what I want you to do is now drop the slide so that you're actually leaving the 6th string open. Slight technical hitch there, you know, you're going to have to practice that. And then hit and slide. And when you hit and slide, you'll still hit string 6, 5, 4, and 3, but the slide sound is only going to be really on strings 5, 4, and 3. So look, I'm going to come up close to the camera. When I'm sliding from 3 to 5, the slide is covering the 6th string and sliding. But when I go from 5 to 7, notice how I've dropped, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have the open D note in there. So watch me do it. Just look, watch the subtlety of it drop. That's 3 to 5, watch drop, 5 to 7. And you can hear the open note of the 6th string. Okay, so learning to do that. Drop and go up to there. Okay. Lastly, before we put it into the 12-bar blues technique, vibrato. Now, when we play a note by fretting it, we can do a vibrato technique like that. And my way of doing vibrato is to always let the note ring slightly and then do the vibrato. So you get this sound. And notice how the vibrato is slightly delayed. With vibrato, string vibrato on steel strings, we really rattle the finger up and down, as you can see me doing that, and you get the vibrato technique. With nylon strings, you tend to more do it side to side. So it's more of a side to side technique here, because you obviously can't do it up and down. So if I play from 3 to 5, and once I get to 5, if I then go slightly backwards, slightly forwards, slightly backwards, slightly forwards, and when I'm doing it, I'm going back from the note and coming up to the note, going back from the note and coming up to the note. Don't go above the note, because that will confuse things. So you go, if you just look at my finger, you go from 3 to 5, and then backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And every time you're coming forwards, you're always stopping at the point of where the note will be at that fret. Now, it sounds difficult, but actually using your ear, it's quite simple. I'll drop it and do it from there. Okay, and again, you can hear the slide against strings 5, 4, and 3, but not on the open. And that really makes a difference in our slides, creates quite a unique sound. Okay, if you listen to people like Raikuda, they do that. I'll give you a list of slide plays to kind of look at a bit later. Okay, so watch me now put it into context, and this is the last bit, and you can try it, okay? So I'm just going to do the first part of the blues, and I'm not going to do the extension note, I'm just going to do simple suspension. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the 7th. Watch the slide. Now you need to look at that and apply all the knowledge I've given you so far to copy it and get the same sound. But remember when I did it, I did from 3 to 5 I went. So count it. Where am I doing the slide technique? Where am I doing the vibrato technique? Listen. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's on the second beat when I get to there. And the same when I went to there, I went 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So it's on the second beat you start the vibrato. Now if you start it too soon, you'll end up sounding with a warble, which to be honest, for me, a lot of slide players do it and do it wrongly. So they sound like this when they do it. And it's too much. There's too much of like an underwater sound. So I think it's better to get the note, hold it slightly, and then on the second beat do the vibrato. So watch once more. 3 to 5. 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. Now notice when I come down to the 3rd fret and then take it off. Yeah, so you're always going from 3 to 5 and back to 3 to come off, or 5 to 7 and then back to 5 to come off. So a little bit of practice. Have a go and see how you're getting on, and I'll put up another video to just show you maybe how to put it all together. And then if we're going to do some videos beyond that, I'll show you some techniques where we can use single notes either on the outside of the guitar neck on the top string, or a bit more difficult, but in the middle of the guitar, actually picking out single notes there. Okay, so loads to still do, but that's what you need to try now. I'll see you soon.